Oh, Rich, homie, Quan, Big Ride Home with your man, Big B. You know what it is? It is time for Mental Health Tuesdays. What's up, man? Fresh is in the building, Fresh on. And we talking what today?
Mentorship.
Mentorship. What in the world?
Do you want some logic?
I know what it is.
Oh yeah, maybe we should define what mentorship is first. Let's do that first. Because not everybody knows.
Okay, tell us what mentorship is.
No. You are more of a mentor than I am. You tell us what a mentorship is. Please.
Somebody that fuss at you.
That's a part of it.
Okay.
Actually, what else?
I think mentorship is a chance to give folks that are trying to be successful in whatever field they are in or in life in general.
Yes.
Give them a chance to see the role or to model what it is to be successful, or model what it is to try to have a good life, or model what it is to help them out. You know, I also think they use their mistakes to help someone not make those mistakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's my definition.
Well, I completely agree.
Webster's definition.
Well, I'm not worried about Webster. I just want to point out some things about what you said. You didn't use the word informal, but you talked about a lot of informal options. So mentorship is not just, for example, somebody that would like to be on the radio.
Right.
May work with Big B.
Right.
That's an option, but that's very professional and very formal arrangement. Another option is maybe someone who wants to be a teacher might meet with Big B every once in a while because you have experience in that field.
Right.
Maybe someone that wants to adopt a family member.
Yeah.
Maybe someone that's thinking about getting married, for example, may meet with you a couple times a year, a couple times a month, just to kind of talk to you about what your experience is as a husband. Okay, so mentorship does not have to be formal. I just want to make that clear. What I'm talking about is if you have some area in life that you are trying to grow, whether it be your family, religion, education, your work life, anything, it is critical that you have a mentor.
I agree with that.
So that's what we're talking about today. What do you mean?
Now.
So do you have mentors now, Big B? Let's talk about that for a second.
Yep. I have some mentors now.
Okay.
That I look up to. Madafo.
Really?
Madafo.
I know him.
Madafo. During high school, he was a big mentor. He had a group called Brothers Reaching Out. Actually, he talked to me about getting those guys back together.
That would be cool.
Dr. Emerson. She was my 10th grade advanced English teacher, but still a mentor to me. Big Hollis, Make It Happen, Hollis Briggs Jr. You know, people that you gotta bounce stuff off of.
Yes.
You know, I look at those folks like that. Papa DeVoe, Papa Sauce. I don't think I would have attended Norfolk State University if it was not for Papa Sauce pushing the fact that I need to be in Fayetteville. The same night that Fayetteville State played Norfolk State. So, like, he pushed that issue that my mom need to get on the road and get me there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he pushed it. And then, after that, was supportive and was like, I'm going to pick him up and bring him home for Thanksgiving. You know, stuff like that.
So, I just heard you talk about some different elements.
Yeah.
You talked about pushing.
Yeah.
You talked about, AKA fussing.
Yeah.
If you're from the area, fussing.
Right.
You also talked about advocating.
Yeah.
So, and then you also talked about coming alongside and supporting.
Yeah.
So those are big elements. So what I'm learning is, when I learn from my client, and we can tell the story a little bit later, is what happens if people don't have mentors, how that leads to a mental health problem.
That's what I was gonna say. What in the world does that have to do with mental health?
It's related.
Oh, stay locked. Here's City Girls, you tried it. That City Girls, you tried it. They actually together, man, which is big. But, you know, when they first started, they started and then it was just one. Yeah, Miami. She's in the building. Homegirl Fresh. We talking about mentorship and how not having a mentorship or mentor can create some mental health issues.
Yes.
Don't tell us yet.
Don't tell us yet.
Don't tell us yet.
Okay.
I want folks to say, I want you to figure out in your mind who you think is a person that mentored you.
And really just take a second to think about what would life be like. Just for a minute, we're not going to down the negative paths. We're outside, we're all in a good mood, there's some traffic, but life.
I got another two, Big Joe.
But look at you, he's trying to remember.
Yeah, stop.
So just think about, for like just a second, audience, just think about what would life be like if so-and-so didn't push you to do so-and-so.
Heavy.
Just think about that.
Heavy. Check it out. It's a real story. I'm gonna tell my story. So I tried out to be the drum major. Shouts out to New Hanover High School. I tried out to be the drum major my junior year, going into my junior year. So I was a sophomore, going to be a junior. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a clown, but I know my music. So, and I was kind of depressed after the first day of trials, and I went to the boys club. And Joe said, you need to be back there tomorrow, and we're going to practice tonight. And so he made me stand in the gym and do the commands in the gym by myself at Community Boys and Girls Club. He made me clap 1, 2, 10, 100. He made me go through all the commands in
I
the
wish
gym.
I could see his face right now.
In the gym.
Yeah, so that
And
helped change your life.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I was a drummer.
So I want everybody to think about it.
And if I would have quit, I would have stopped at that moment, and I would just would have been like, I should have, would have, could have. But he pushed me to do that.
And a big part of mentorship is what you're talking about, is having the follow through of not just saying you need to practice. You need to practice. First of all, you need buddy, but you need to practice, and then sending you on your way to do that by yourself, and then saying you need to do this, you need to do that, but actually coming alongside and working with you through those difficult moments when you want to give up.
How does it mess with mental health? We'll be back. You know what? Don't go nowhere. We get ready to talk about mentors, how it affects us. Who was your mentor? We talking about mentorship, mental health Tuesdays. That's what we do here, and we try to help our folks in the community. And here is the question. Well, we talking about mentors.
Hold on, can we talk about Missy for just a second?
Yeah.
So I saw somewhere recently that her hiatus, she said, was spent working on her mental health for several years. Like, she talked about it.
She had some physical problems. She had the thyroid situation, and then mental health.
Yeah. Just saying, more people are talking about it. So go ahead and feel free to jump on our bandwagon to our listeners.
You want to be better with you. You want you to be better. So we talk about mentors and how healthy it is. What in the world does it have to do with mental health?
Okay, so let me walk you down my path for a second. So I'm talking to a client of mine, young lady, been working for her for about 2 years.
Okay.
And she works at an agency, and she wants to ask somebody that's a couple levels above her for their help, because what we identified in therapy is that there's a lack of connection. Like, she feels a lack of connection.
Gotcha.
And we talked about areas in which she feels a lack of connection, and employment is one of them. So I said, okay, is there anybody at work that you're trying to be friends with? And she said, well, there's not anybody really at work that I'm trying to be friends with, but there is this woman that is certified in what I want to get certified in, and she's amazing, and she's really good at her job, and she works really well with the kids, blah, blah, blah. I would love to work with her, like to just sit down and talk to her and ask her about how she got here. So what we did in session was role play what that looks like and how does she do that, and she talked about being super nervous and she doesn't feel comfortable, and kind of all these barriers to why she hasn't done it and why she doesn't feel comfortable doing it. So then I started thinking about, and I'm sure y'all have heard me say this before, I say it all the time, the opposite of depression is connection. And further isolation leads to depression. But if we connect to somebody, if we have someone that we can kind of see where they are, and we can see where that's where we want to be in terms of one area of their life, either the professional, home life, whatever. If we can build a connection for that with them, then that dream feels more possible. Feel me?
They made it, I can make it.
Right. And if they have a relationship with me, then they can help me make it, which means I now have hope. And hope is the exact opposite of suicide. People who commit suicide, complete suicide, I apologize. People who complete suicide do not have hope. So do you see how mentorship both helps to address depression and thinking about suicide?
That's heavy.
Right.
That's heavy.
But also it's light, because mentorship, being a mentor or a mentee, is something that all of us can engage in.
Yeah, you can be a mentor.
Yeah, so that's the whole point of a big part of the interventions that we try to do, that we try to talk about on the air. My goal is that all this information is accessible to everybody, and whatever y'all hear on the air tomorrow, tonight, whenever, you can start utilizing that information immediately. So being a mentor helps, and being a mentee helps.
Keep it alive. Who's yours? Don't tell me yet.
Okay.
Here's Paul. Yo, got it. Fresh is in the building. It's Mental Health Tuesdays. We're talking about it. Having a mentor helps your mental health because there's connection there.
Yes.
And when there's connection, there's no depression.
Right. That might be the title of our show. Can we steal that, B? Do you mind? Please. When there's connection, there's no depression.
Yes.
I love it.
Who's your mentor?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so who is my mentor? In 2019, I have several mentors.
Okay.
But in the past 6 months, I would say MVP would go to Big B.
Me?
Yes, you. Just so y'all know, he's actually acting surprised.
Nobody.
It has nothing to do with you being. No, see.
Tell everybody about somebody. What?
That's not even it. Okay, if you remember correctly, Healing Your Almond was launched out of a conversation you and I have had in between commercial breaks.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So now, as I look forward to 2020, by the way, for the first time in my life, which is a whole nother segment, like an Oprah show. But as I look forward to 2020, I think about Healing Your Almond and what the goal is for Healing Your Almond and how Healing Your Almond would not even be in existence if it weren't for those conversations that you and I had.
I'm a dreamer.
Yes, and we need more of that in the world. Also, I have some other mentors. I have some other people that I don't have the permission to be putting their name out there, but I have a matriarch from Wilmington.
Okay.
That is definitely very respected in several communities, and she has me to her house and talks to me and gives me some advice about some things going on. And then I have some people, some of your frat brothers actually are very supportive, and some other fraternity type people. And then I have some really just powerhouse females that call me and they're like, "Are you good?" Because you know how you won't tell people if you're not good. So are you good?
Who's checking on the strong people?
Yes. Shout out to all my amazing females that are out here checking on me.
Yeah, that's all.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
So
find a mentor. How do we follow you more? How do we get all your info?
So healingyouramond.com is where you will find a lot of information. The most important thing on that website, in my opinion, right now, is under community engagement. There is a form where you can submit any topics that you would like Big B and I to talk about on the air. So anything you don't want to talk about, you can put it there and it will be submitted anonymously. You can ask myself something, you can ask Big B something, and we will talk about the topic live on the air on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Another option is to follow us on Instagram, Healing Your Almond, Facebook, Healing Your Almond, Twitter, Your Almond, and brand new, been out about a week or two, we now have a YouTube channel. So if you would like to go see some of our old episodes and see some of the things that we've been talking about before, you can watch those videos there.
That's what it is.
All the places.
I put this up. Who on my Facebook page? You follow me on Facebook, you can answer this. Who is or was your mentor?
Yeah, let's do that.
It's up on my Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Who's your mentor? Give a shout out. Show some love.
Shouts to my man David Ellaby, said his dad and his uncle. Shouts out to Cedron. He said he get bits and pieces from everyone.
Yes.
That's cool. But he
Very
said
cool.
definitely Frank Walker is his main one. And Mr. Walker is a legendary barber in the city.
Really?
Yes.
Sounds like we should talk to him.
Shouts to Mr. Walker. And shouts out to my homegirl Dominic. She said Big Lou Bennett used to be my boss here. And then she put me on there. She put P on there. She put Midday Miss. So shouts out to her because she's actually in radio too.
Well, also shouts out to Coast 97 in general, because a lot of you, the way you move in the community,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
you're in a mentor role, and all of you seem to be very open
We're
to
going to keep
having those
doing it in
conversations.
2020. We're going to do more.
Yes.
Not so more that I go crazy, but more.
Please not.
Yeah.
Can we also do some self-care?
Yeah, self-care. Definitely.
Thank you.
Keep it locked. I'm taking a day off next week, so that's self-care. Keep it locked. We got more on the way. You know, my homegirl Boogie's in it. For Tuesdays, terrific Tuesdays, you know how we do. It's Coast 97.3.